Good morning, students. Today we are going to see how to use the two features in tables. One is row span, the other one is call span. Actually, what is row span? We want sometimes some cells to span over more than one cell. Then we can use the option called row span. And similarly, in some cases of the tables, we want our cells to span more than one or two columns, more than one column like two or three columns, then we can use call span. But first, let me explain to you the code, or I would like to show you the output first. Look at this one. I want to have an output like this, where I want to have a table. See, in this table, there are column 1, column 2, column 3 and column 4. First row, second, third and 4 rows. So we have in total 4 rows and 4 columns we have. So, but you can see this one. This column is actually the first column, the first row. In the first row there are 2 columns. Like for example, in the first row, the information which I am going to put, I want it not to take one cell, one column. I want it to take 2 columns. I want it to take 2 columns. So for making it as 2 columns, what I do is that I have to use call span here. Similarly, if I want to actually make it as row span, I want to make it as, here you can see it has taken 2 rows. It has taken 2 rows. And these 2 rows are here to make it as row span equal to 2. Now, let us have a clear look of the idea so that you can understand what I am trying to explain. You can see here, there is a code here. It starts with HTML. Okay, here you don't see HTML. Don't think that the HTML is not there. There is HTML code. There is always HTML here. This HTML is there in this one. Okay, we have to start with the HTML and we finish with the HTML. Whatever is enclosed within the body is here. The body starts here and the body finishes here. You know very well, whatever the content you want to show in your web page is enclosed within the body. So now you see here, the first one which I am using is what? H2, and I am aligning it to center, and you see I am writing the cells that spans across, not 3 columns. Let me change it as across columns. I will change it as across, means in columns, across columns. And I close the center, I close H2. And similarly, I am writing a paragraph and it has a font size of H1, which is the biggest, and I close the H1 and paragraph. Now look at this output. So now the body background color is going to be yellow, and I am having first one, and then I have a paragraph. You can see here I am having a H2 and I am having a paragraph. I am having H2 and I am having a paragraph here. So now what happens is that you can see here the body background background color is yellow. Now with all these things I have, now you see here I make this one center, then I give the table border equal to 1. If you change the value here from 1, if you change it to 2 or 0, 0 means there will be no border. You can give different numbers to see how the design of the border will change. Now you see here we are having 4 rows. This is the first row. As I already told you, there are how many rows in the table? 4 rows. So in the first row, I am going to put the information in the first row. So what you can see is that you have table header. The first row of the table is actually what? The table header. Normally the second, the third and the fourth row are actually table data. So in the table header, first whatever I put, customer details. But I want this customer detail to come not in one column. I want it to come across 2 columns. So I am using what? Call span equal to 2. I am using call span equal to 2. When I use the word call span equal to 2, then I close the header and then I give again call span equal to 2, and then you see I put an image. So that's what is happening here. In the first row, there are 4 columns which is divided into 2 parts. first two columns and the next two columns. In the first column, what I did, I put only the information as customer details. In the second two column, I put the image. If you look at the code, you will see it very clearly. Call span equal to 2, call span equal to 2. How many columns are there? 4 columns are there. But I want the information which I put here to come in 2 columns, and similarly here I want the image to come in 2 columns, and I define the width and the height. You can change the number to smaller number if you want to make the image smaller. If you want to make the height also, you can make it smaller if you want to make it smaller. Then you can see here th row span equal to 2. You can see here this is table row. You can see here this is table row, and now th row span equal to 2. Now in the th row span equal to 2, what I do is that name and telephone number. Name and telephone number. That means now I am having a row, but I want to use 2 rows. That means I want to have these 2 information, name and telephone number, not in one cell. I want to spread it across the 2 rows. So it will take 2 rows. Then I will have call span equal to 3 to have telephone. So I will show you the output here. See now, row 2 and row 3 are taken to put the information because I use row span equal to 3. And then you can see here, this is column 1, column 2, column 3 and column 4. All the 3 columns are merged to put the information as telephone. And now let's go to the third row. In the third row, what we do is that we don't do anything. We just put the information in a normal fashion with 3 columns with 3 data, table data. And you can see here it is just like normal 1, 2, 3. Here in the 4th row, first one is normal. But you can see what is this? What I should use here? I should use here call span equal to 3. Call span equal to 3. When I use the call span equal to 3, 1, 2, 3 cells will be merged. Let us have a look here. TD call span equal to 3. Center Salalah Sultanate of Oman, and we finish that row. So this is the third row is normal row. In the 4th row, the first column, the first information, the table data is normal. The second table data is actually spanning over 3 columns, center, and we have the data here, and we finish the row here. The table is closed, the body is closed, and the HTML is closed, and this is what you will get as output. So this program has helped you to get an idea how to use call span and row span. In another way, how to merge rows and columns in HTML. So I hope you are clear with this one. Please practice this program for better understanding. Thank you.